what we're going over today is when you kick somebody or attempt to kick somebody, you need to set that up so you don't take a punch, you don't get taken down, you don't get kicked yourself. There's a lot of things bad that can happen to you if you don't set that kick up properly, and we're gonna go over that right now.
And you don't break your leg on a check. If you go to kick and you didn't set it up, somebody's gonna check it, you'll break your damn leg.
So watch this video. Okay, so this is gonna be a multi-video, part 1, part 2, 3 video kind of thing, because there's a lot to break down in this. Now, Conor McGregor just ended up fighting and breaking his leg a couple weeks ago. Whether he had that foot problem or that leg problem before, it still wasn't broke, but it could have been, had something to do with the kick. But he wasn't setting up the kicks with punches to get that off correctly. And if you're just throwing it willy-nilly from outside, it's not gonna do any damage to your opponent. It could do damage to you, especially like Troy said earlier, if your opponent checks it, it's just all bad because you're not in the right range where that needs to land. And I mean, ideally you're looking for the IT band so you can start chopping that thing down.
And the big thing is you want to get your opponent heavy on that front leg. So if you just go and throw a kick, they're going to be able to not just check it, but maybe they're kind of hanging out, moving around, light on the leg. But you start throwing punches, then they got to kind of sit in the pocket, and then you can launch that thing. And when they're heavier on the front leg, then it's going to do more impact on that IT band.
So we're gonna do that right now, actually. I'm not gonna use any mitts or anything. So Troy will throw whatever combination up to set that rear leg up, okay? Because ideally, not that there's not power off the front leg, because there is, but that's another video, okay? So whatever he's gonna do to set that kick up. Oh, bang, there you go, okay? So I'm gonna do that, bang. And obviously I didn't know what was coming, so he threw one to the body, I had to take that, and he threw one to the leg. But he set it up first. But if we're just here moving, he doesn't set anything up. Like I have options, like takedowns up. I mean, there's a lot of things I can do, okay? But he set it up, so I'm worried about his punch. I'm like, yeah, there you go. I'm worried about not getting punched in the face and knocked out by those big old hands he's got, and then he ends up chopping something down on my leg. So when you want to throw that rear leg kick, is what we're working on today, set it up first, okay? Because there's 4 ranges in combat sports, and you've got to at least be in that kicking range to effectively do it. And if you can be tight inside that kicking range to where you can punch and kick me, that's just a whole bunch of mess for me. So one more time, he's going to set up whatever and throw whatever on that leg kick. See, so I'm worried about all these tools he's got coming at me. One thing he's got me, when he starts throwing that, I end up being flat-footed. I'm no different than that heavy bag, okay? So if he stops me from moving, I'm flat-footed, then he just starts teeing off and just, it's all bad from there. So the premise of this video is set your kicks up with punches, okay? And as soon as you get done with that kick, guaranteed, we didn't talk about this already, he's not standing in front of me where he was initially. He's gonna be off to an angle, making you let more punches off or kicks. Once he makes that angle off after that combination, he can straight off throw a leg kick from there without setting it up off of that. So for example, here he goes, bang, now he's off to the side. Now he's still got more things he can just keep beating me up with. So you have to set stuff up with your kicks for your kicks. So now we're gonna put other videos out about this, but this is something important, not to just step in and throw that rear leg kick and expect to get damage to it. Because like Conor just did it, Anderson Silva, Weidman, yeah. Just don't lead in with the kick because it's not going to be good. And God forbid if the guy's a wrestler, he's going to telegraph that. You're going to telegraph it. He's going to take you down and put you on your back, and then you're just eating elbows and
all
leather.
bad news.
The main premise of this video: set your kicks up with punches. You have stories, you have questions, you have comments. Please let us know. But for right now, if you didn't know,
now you know.
So which video do you want to watch? You want to watch that video? You want to watch that video? That one's really good. But on the other hand, that one helps the video you just saw.